Big Mom is nuts. From now on, I agree. Big Mom is one hella crazy big fat bitch. Alright? Okay, so here I am, Lord of Shadows, doing One Piece chapter 829 review. And I have to say this chapter, including all the total arc, I do believe that this arc is going to be one of the most craziest arcs we have ever saw in One Piece. And this chapter proves it that way. Because the chapter himself is titled The Yonko Shard Lemon. I can definitely assume that it was about Big Mom. And now, seeing this chapter, I can definitely see why. And why is, when it comes to Charlotte Lynn and Big Mom, why is very important. Because in this chapter, we find out that Big Mom is completely nuts. And also that she has some kind of eating disorder. Which all people will say like she's which all people will say like, in terms as, eating when you're upset. Let's put it that way, But if that's true with Big Mom, I believe she is really, really upset if she has this eating disorder, because she fucked up the entire Wonderland, when she was staying, preparing for the wedding and everything. She fucked up everything. And then she came to Sweet Sea, eating buildings, trees, sun, clouds, and everything, jumping on the buildings, like she was some kind of King Kong or something, and all what she wanted is croquet boucher. But whatever. Okay. Before I came to the Charlotte Lynn thing and everything, I just only wish to get rid of the easiest, very simple part. Okay, so the chapter begins, with Sanji retrieval team continues the whole Cake Island, without Peckham's, trying to rescue Sanji and everything, Also, like I said before, and I knew it, Pedro reveals in this chapter that he had been to Toadland before. Even if I say in my last review, I was right. He had been to Toadland before, and he's hiding something. But the question right now is what? What? In the way how I see it, I believe he has to do something with Peckham's. It has to be something with Peckham's. I guarantee you. I don't know what, how, but I believe it has something to do with Peckham's. It has something to do with fucking Peckham's. The question is what? But we'll see. Okay, so they're continuing with the retrieval team, continues to whole Cake Island, trying to rescue Sanji, and of course, without Peckham's. And of course, all this time, after all that, they're being attacked by this gigantic sea monster. If I can't remember the name of that sea monster, but whatever. They're finding some kind of sea monster, and and of course, all this talking about the log posts and everything, talking about the purity in the locations and everything. And also, the one thing I also find funny about this part is when Luffy said, okay, we have to rescue Central, okay, full speed ahead, and he's moving the wheel, moving so fast, he catches fucking fire. How much, he, how much, where he symbolized how much he wants to rescue Sanji. That's one of the other parts that I really enjoy about this first part of the chapter. When he turning over the wheel, he's turning, and then until the wheel catches fire. That was really funny. That was actually really, really funny. The other part, what I really like the funny is when he said when Luffy said okay, I'm going to the kitchen. Who's hungry? I'm gonna prepare one hell of a meal. And it goes like Nami. No, hell no. This time I'm gonna prepare some meal. You stay the fuck out of the kitchen. Whatever you do, Strides, whatever you do, keep Luffy away from the kitchen. Because the last time he was in the kitchen, not only he prepared an abomination type of meal, but also he made the kitchen blow up and on fire. So whatever you do, keep him away of the fucking kitchen. Just put it that simple. Keep him away from the fucking kitchen. You know, and of course, the one thing also really was funny, when the Nami said, like, I'm gonna do this, lunch for free. Like, you don't have to pay me and everything. It was actually pretty funny, even if everybody knows that Nami is really a really fucking, bitch when it comes to money. Everybody knows that, Well, that being said, the last time when we saw about the Luffy's team and everything, they're gonna prepare themselves to fight the sea monster, Pedro, Brook, Carrot, Luffy. They're ready to fight this, sea beast, and I pretty interesting, if they're gonna show this battle, because I really want to see like the true potential of Carrot, because in a way, if you see her picture a little bit, closer, you can definitely see like, she's also preparing to use some kind of a gear, just like Luffy. I mean, that's how, the picture looks like, with her. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that she has some kind of gear powers, and techniques like Luffy. But I'm just saying, in a way, how she looks like, when they're preparing to fight. Well, there. Okay. That was the first part of the chapter. The other part, until the end, was the crazy shit I have ever saw. Like I said, in this chapter, we find out that Big Mom has some kind of eating disorder. Which, like I said before, a lot of people say, like, eating when you're upset. If that's true, that means, like I said, that Big Mom is fucking really, 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 really upset. The question is how? How much? Also in this chapter, like I said, she has this eating disorder. She, if you remember in the chapter 827, where she was like, in her own wonderland, like all the houses, the trees, the skies, talk and everything, We remember all that from the previous chapter. I was just saying this. Everything is destroyed. Everything's chopped off. Everything was eaten. Everything was destroyed over Wonderland. Let's put it that way. And she was like, and of course, and she was headed to the Sweet City. Where she like, all crazy and shit and everything. And I definitely can see it. She's very powerful because her own fists. When she strikes the walls, she destroys everything. When she, of course, with her legs strike the floor is crashing. I can definitely say that she's one big tough bitch. That I'm guarantee you 100%. That's one thing. The other thing is, when she comes to Sweet Sea, a Big Mom to being one of the most biggest diabetic bitches in all the One Piece world, she is not only destroying everything with her fists and legs and everything, but also she's jumping on the buildings, like I said before, and eating, and well, she was shown jumping on the buildings, and eating, and eating things, and also she also ate, I believe, her own umbrella, talking umbrella, She looked like more like King Kong when he was in the he was on the building with his little blonde lady. She really looked like King Kong in a way how he jumped on the building and everything. The last thing also remained is to do it for her is to roar. That's the only thing that remains right now. Also, one of the reasons is that the person in this chapter, the only thing that remains to stop, the only hope they have is to stop her, is in the way how she also described it. I want croquette boucher. That's the only sweet dessert, that can stop, her madness, her eating disorder and everything. And also, if you let me explain, also, if you don't know, croquette boucher is French dessert, consisting of Chocs pastry balls, pelling to a cone. Let's put that, pelling to a cone and bond, with threads of caramel. Which also, it's very well known in Italy and France because this croquette boucher is often served. And here's the irony part. No, well, not irony. And here is the coincidental part about when it comes to coincidence. It's croquette boucher. It's often served at weddings, baptism, and first communions. You heard me. Croquette boucher. It's often served on weddings. And Sanji and Corinne, they're getting married, so you get the idea. So you get what I'm saying, Also, my personal experience when it comes to sweet desserts and everything, I never tried croquette boucher, but I have a few friends who tried them, and it's actually, as I said, it's pretty delicious. Really pretty damn delicious. Even also Big Mom confirms in this chapter, it's really delicious, But one step another. So now you know what creme boucher is. Well, the other thing we find out Well, no, it's actually we have an introduction of the 16th son of the Charlotte family, Charlotte Moscato, who is also appears like is the minister of gelato. If you don't know, gelato in Italian means ice cream. Whatever, you already know that. I mean, everyone knows that. Whatever. He is the former minister of gelato. And in this chapter, I mean, I believe that he is that was one of the most quickest introductions when it comes to death. This is one of the most quickest introductions I ever saw in One Piece, because right after he was shown, being in front of Big Mom, trying to tell her, to calm down, the creme brulee. Just give us another 30. I think he said 30 minutes or something, to prepare and everything will be fine. No, he doesn't. No, she doesn't want to wait. Big Mom, the big diabetic Red Queen, she doesn't want to be waiting. She wants the creme brulee now. And what she does, that comes the craziest part. Because everybody say move away from Big Mom, she's going to kill you and everything, go away. Because when he was close to Big Mom, something a slimy thing, came out of his body. It was Charlotte Moscato, and when he was running away, she Big Mom takes this slimy thing, which appears to be a lifespan, and pull it out of Charlotte Moscato and killed him. Right here, right there, right now. Killed him immediately. So, in that chapter, we can assume that Big Mom has the ability that allows her to take away a person's lifespan, which I believe is devil fruit. Which I believe, it's her devil fruit. But the main point is, she has the ability, in the way how it looks like, to take away a person's lifespan. And which also makes perfectly sense when it comes to her Wonderland, because everything was alive. Her ship, the doors, the sun, the rainbow, the clouds, the trees, the house, everything was alive. So what if she used this lifespan on putting other objects, including her head? Because if you didn't saw, her head, it appears to also be alive. Also to be alive in a way, how her eyes, are moving and everything. And when the head was a little bit sweat and everything, it appears like also her hat is alive. Also her hat, So the question, I think that if she has the power of taking people's lifespan, like I said before, I believe she also can give other people's or other objects, or I don't know what it can do even to people. But the point is, she can bring the objects back to life. And now here comes some of the craziest theories. If Big Mom, if that is true, that she can give the lifespan that she took from other people to the objects to come to life. What if Big Mom also used that for herself when it comes to lifespan? Because if that is true, that there is an idea. Because if that is true, that means the main point of the theory is the point that explains also that why Big Mom has been around One Piece for a very long time. That means that she is much more older than she appears. I know maybe in true age she's older. She's old like Whitebeard, or maybe even older from him. I don't know. Maybe jump to conclusions right now. But what if the truth is that she can put the lifespan on other objects? What if she also can put to herself this lifespan? I'm just saying. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions right now, but this one is a really brilliant theory that I will do somewhere around next week, because I'm this weekend, in this past days I'm gonna be really busy, so I'm gonna do the theory, this next week about Big Mom, her Delphi and the lifespan power and everything, because it's so interesting. Because like I said, her power, if that's her ability, that means this theory is gonna be really, really good. Because like I said, if that is true, when she takes away a person's lifespan, if that is true, then she can also put lifespan to other objects, which can bring them back to life, and also to herself. I'm just saying. Okay. So after, like I said, let's move on. So after she killed her own son, because the appears like when she had this eating disorder, she can't control herself. and everything. So, also the one I forgot to mention about Michelle Moscato is, if you watch his character closely, with with his hair, and he looks like Elvis Presley. But if you look at his hair, white and black, it's very, and his sword, or should say, yeah, his sword. It makes sense why he's called Minister of Gelato, because his hair looks like that cream type, ice cream. They put they put in the cornet and everything. And speaking of cornet, his own sword, the way where you handle it, it's made of, it looks like cornet, ice cream cornet. I mean, things are really getting interesting, crazy in this chapter, in One Piece. I mean, especially in Total and Arc. I can't wait to find out more about Big Mom and her sons, because also it appears like not only that we also actually saw Baron Tamago in this chapter again, but also it appears like all the others, they were like Warren, Muscat, and everything. I believe that also even them are members of the Shadow family, because I know, we'll see. But the main point is his hair, his hairstyle, his sword. There's no that explains a lot why he's called Minister of Gelato. I'm just saying. Okay, so and there comes the last part of the chapter. Jinbe arrived out of nowhere with the croquet boucher, and he, in a way, and when he saw Big Mom, being out of control and everything, he just put the croquet boucher, all of them, and also appears like croquet boucher, they're also alive. Also being alive, because the way how she was screaming, please save us, we're going to be eating everything, Okay. When seeing that, and Big Mom, swallowing, and like talk, and also the rest of all the left of them, talking inside her mouth. Okay, that was creepy. Which actually remind me of the new movie that's gonna come out, which Seth Rogen is involved, not only voice acting, but also in producing everything, a Sausage Party, where the food is alive, and they're being eaten, chopping the pieces, from humans and everything. Like I said, when Charlene swallows croquet boucher, remind me of this new movie Sausage Party. It really remind me of that, But whatever, fuck it. Okay, he swallowed it up. She swallowed the croquet boucher. He pushed them inside her mouth, like that, and the image was priceless in the way how he pushed them inside of Big Mom's mouth. And then after all that, Big Mom is back to normal. Like, oh, it's delicious. Yeah, I feel happy you're leaving everything, even after all this crazy destruction she did. And of course, and then at the end of the chapter, we found out one thing. Big Mom, when they were like talking to each other and everything, Big Mom said thanks to Jimmy to deliver the poneglyph. Like I said, he was given to Big Mom. Okay, that's weird. What poneglyph is he talking about? Because it could be the road poneglyph or the poneglyph that Jimmy found out, or the Jimmy found it, which was shown on the cover on the cover story of Jinbe's adventures. When it comes to covers of the chapter. I know. I'm just saying. I know. It's the road poneglyph, or it's the poneglyph that he finds out. That he which is like I said, presented on the cover of one of the One Piece chapters. I actually don't remember which one, but I know it was a poneglyph on it. So I know what poneglyph he's talking about, or they're talking about, whatever. Also, Jim and I say he's whole Island, and he has something important to discuss with Big Mom. Something important. And the last thing in the chapter is you seeing the creepy fucking face of Big Mom saying, "Are you trying to quit from my crew? Is that what you're doing? Is it?" In a way how she looked at Jimba, it really freaks me out. I mean, okay, with that being said, it appears like, you can't piss off Big Mom, more in details. It appears like with the expression on her face, you can't quit from the Big Mom Pirates, or being, her subordinate or an ally. You can't do that, And Jinbei, it appears like, in the way how I see it, this important thing he has to discuss with her. I believe this is it. This is the moment when he's gonna quit the Big Mom Pirates and he's gonna join Straw Hat's crew, Straw Hat Luffy's crew. I guarantee it, because there can only be two explanations. Like, Super Kami Guru said, or Jinbei is going to die, or he's going to join the Straw Hat crew, which I believe he's going to join them. That's the explanation. And I can't wait the next chapter. I mean, I really can't wait, because I really want to see what's this important thing he has to discuss with Big Mom. Because, like I said, for my opinion, it's definitely the Jinbei quitting them and joining the Straw Hats. It's definitely this. It's definitely this. Definitely. So with all being said, that was the entire chapter overall. So overall, like I said, this chapter was crazy, and we find out a lot about Big Mom. Not only she has this eating disorder, but also she has the power that allows her to take away a person's lifespan. And now the question is, how does she use it? Is this a devil fruit or some kind of witch ability? I know, because the Biosmin theory is that Big Mom is a witch, which I don't see it, which I can also see it coming, but it's more like a 50-50 thing. But whatever. I'm going to do this theory about Big Mom's powers, about the life screen and everything, the next week, because like I said, this weekend's I'm going to be really busy, so I will not have the time to do it. So whatever, fuck it. That was the entire chapter. So overall, I say it was the craziest chapters, and I really enjoyed it, because finally we had the official appearance of Big Mom. No shadow, no giving a sneak peek on everything. No. We had the official appearance of Big Mom, and she looks exactly like I predicted. A really big, fat, crazy bitch, and like I see in the Julia Rogers, she has a pirate hat, which I don't really see that the hat is alive. I know. I'm just saying. We'll see. So overall, here I'm done. Like I said, it was a crazy chapter. It was a really crazy chapter. So I'm done. Fuck it. I'm done. Whatever. Rate the video, comment, subscribe, and what's the thing about Big Mom's eating disorder, about her ability, about Pedro revealing that he has been told before. What do you think his secret is? What do you think? Did Luffy and the others beat the crap out of that sea monster and everything? What do you think Jinbei has to discuss with Big Mom? And why the way when he arrived at Whole Cake Island? Give me all personal thoughts about this chapter. Drop a like, I appreciate that. Peace, everyone. Have an awesome rest of the day. Roger, like always, signing off. See you next time. Bang!